What's up guys, Andre here, and good news, I found my head, thank god. It was getting a little bit dicey there. Alright, so as you may have heard, there was a Switch update that came out last night, a day one update that's available now to anyone who has a Switch, and it adds some important functionality, like being able to go online, access the eShop, and all that jazz. However, there is a secondary benefit some outlets are reporting, and that's the fact that the reported Joy-Con issue that we touched on ourselves in a video a few days ago may have been fixed. So that's what we're here today to do, is to take another look at it, because I'm seeing some mixed reports. I'm seeing some outlets reporting it has indeed been fixed, I'm seeing others saying it hasn't. And I've had a lot of requests from people asking for us to take a look at it ourselves. So that's what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at it. Now real quick, in case you didn't watch a previous video, what the issue was there were a lot of outlets reporting that their Joy-Con, they were saying, would lose connection with a Switch, causing Link to keep running in whatever direction they were last running in. So we decided, so I hadn't experienced that myself until my friend came over and we started playing in the living room as opposed to my bedroom, and he started having the exact same issue. So that's why I sat down and decided to figure out what exactly was going on, and I was able to replicate the issue using the handy-dandy controller testing screen on the Switch, where you can actually see where exactly your analog stick is going. So that's super useful, because we could see it actually hanging when it lost the connection, and that's what would cause Link to move. Now, at the time, people were reporting it only with the left Joy-Con, but we were able to replicate the issue with the right one as well, but perhaps to a lesser degree. But I also theorized that people were noticing it more with the left Joy-Con. That's the one you're moving Link with. You're always using the control stick, as opposed to the right one, which you use much more infrequently. So, all right, so let's go and get to the test. So we had the update. And yes, we did restart the Switch with the Joy-Cons attached to the Switch. Some people are saying that's essential to get the update to the Joy-Cons. I don't know if that's true or not, but we did it anyway multiple times just to be sure. So let's get to it. Alright, right now, we're on the connection screen. You can see, so far the control stick seems to be working fine. Again, I'm spinning in a circle like I did in the first test, and I will be doing it throughout the test. So even if I don't show you it, rest assured I'm spinning in a circle. Right now, I am about 10 feet away from the Switch, just as I was before, and there's direct line of sight. There's nothing in the way. That's it. So, alright. Now let's go and try moving my arm a little bit. Moving my left arm. So let's go move down my leg a little bit. And so far, so good. Oh, no, there we go. Now it's starting to get a little bit choppy. So we're going to put it between my legs. There's no way to talk about this elegantly. Alright, so that's good so far. It's holding in there. Let's go down by my thigh here. Oh, did you see that? It interrupted a couple times. It's jumping around. It's still jumping around. So, yeah. So by my thigh, we are having some slight body interference, even though it should have still mostly line of sight. The Switch is basically directly in front of me. So yeah, you can see it's actually getting pretty jumpy right now, being by my side. Similarly, if I put the Switch there and move my hand closer, we can see, oh, look at that. It's completely lost connection almost. It's really stuck. I'm not even fully covering it, by the way. Look, my hand's hovering over it. My hand is just hovering near it. So this isn't even as bad as it was, in the previous test, I've totally covered it. Here, I'm showing you don't need to cover it completely. If I move my hand away, it's better again. If I move it closer, let's see. There it goes again. It's hanging up again. Let's do behind the back. I'm spinning again. Behind the back. Basically, yeah, the exact same issue. Although it may not be as bad as the hand was at some points. But yeah, it's basically completely losing connection. Yeah, now it's really hung. So far it's not looking good, guys. Let's test the right stick just to see if there's any difference here. Right stick looks fine so far. By the legs, yeah, by my right thigh. All right, so far so good. I mean, we reported before the right Joy-Con did seem to have a slightly better connection, and we'll go behind the back too. And yeah, pretty decent. Hold on, I'm not spinning quite right. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Let me go with the left hand. Ignore that part we just did. All right, here we go. Left hand. It's much easier to spin the joystick with the left hand. Yeah. So it's actually maintaining connection better than the left Joy-Con, substantially so. But I was able to get it to break earlier. There we go. Now it's starting to disconnect a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that's similar to what we saw before. The right Joy-Con does seem to have a better connection. I don't know why. So there you guys go. Like I said, it's basically the exact same issues as before. I mean, almost perfectly. Again, it can be a little bit temperamental, like it's not always consistent, but it's consistent enough that it's exhibiting the exact same behaviors I saw before. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, it seems to be a combination between, maybe a weak Bluetooth signal, distance being about 10 feet away, and then also, body parts or other kinds of things, including, its connection to the Switch. So, keep all that in mind. If you sit closer, it's not really an issue. I mentioned I play in my bedroom, no problem. Pro Controller, no problem. And I also tried using the grip as well, by the way, and I had the exact same issues. Although I will admit, I will say rather, it was a little harder to exhibit the exact same issues consistently, simply because this forces some spatial, like, some distance around it. Whereas with a single Joy-Con, it's much easier to cover up with your hand individually, or the other hand, or, put it somewhere, by your body or something. Yeah, so it's something to keep in mind. Again, how big of an issue it is going to be dependent on your setup. So, I don't want, if you sit 15 feet in front of the TV, that could be a huge issue. If you sit 6 feet away, probably not an issue at all. Again, it might depend on wireless interference as well. We do have a router in here in my living room, so that could possibly be a factor. I wouldn't be surprised if stuff of that nature is. Maybe other Bluetooth devices. I think it's a Bluetooth, I don't know, but I think they are. Yeah, guys, there you go. So that's all I have to say on this. Seems to be the exact same issue as before. There really isn't much more to say about this. Yeah, and Pro Controller worked fine. There we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Of course, stay tuned to GameXplain for lots more on Nintendo Switch, Zelda as well, and other things gaming as well. Catch you later. Bye.